Hello. Uh, I don't care to take the time to turn the light on, so this is me in the dark. Uh, I've just been going through some emotions that I have about God. I believe that as much as I want to believe in God, I come up against these feelings that God is not good. As much as I want to believe that he or she, whatever, you know, this dual gendered being, as much as I want to believe God is good, I up against emotions time and again. It's been years. I don't know how I can even have these dueling emotions inside of myself. I don't know how that works. But I'll reach out for God, and I find that I can't trust. I just won't trust that God really cares for me, that He won't, give me something but then take something away. That it's not all just a sham and a scam, and at the end of the day, I can be at one with God, and it turns out that God is just like, I don't know, a being that created me as a battery only to suck energy out of me. And I was fooled and duped. And the closer I get, the more aware I am of my own inconsequential life. Something like that. So I actually want to make this video to talk about my dream of making a film. So, like, I guess I want to say why do I believe that I can make a film? And I believe that we should believe in something, that we should have a dream, that we should go for something, that it's no use spending your time, believing you can't do it. How much time do you spend believing you can't do something and then you never do something? You could spend that time, wouldn't it be logical to spend that time, trying, at least going for it? So that is what has motivated me, among other things. And it's also exciting, the idea of, movies really, so many movies have really influenced me and moved me. And the idea that I can make a film that would move someone else, that would, uh, relay a message that's meaningful, that's very meaningful to me. So, of course, I can go on with the reasons, but, someone like myself that people aren't afraid to mention the fact that I have no experience. Um, I feel that I have a critical mind and that I can tell what's good and what's not good, but it's true. There's a lot that I don't feel that I can do well. I don't believe that I can manage people. I don't believe I can tell the truth to someone to their face, even while they deny, you know, what they've been doing. Like, let's say someone is abusing myself or another member of my crew. As someone that is like in charge of producing the film, I would have to take initiative and say, you can't be doing this thing. And at which point, people who are confronted in such a manner often deny it. And I find it very difficult to face that kind of denial. And yeah, so that's just one thing. But I guess the driving thought for me it really comes back to my relationship with God. I believe that, even though I'm certainly, I think I have some talent, and I think I have some discernment as to what would be good and moving and meaningful to see on the screen. Um, there are so many issues, of course, that, you know, keep me from the potential of bringing this to fruition. And really, at the end of the day, the key issue is my relationship with God and my connection with God. Um, because I do believe that, I guess the quote from the Bible, that with God all things are possible. So I believe that I could literally have everyone against me and I can still, you know, do something meaningful and constructive. So, suppose in the case of a film, I'd have to have some people, you know. I mean, you can't do the entire work of a film by yourself. But, there would inevitably be some people, I believe, that would want to help with a meaningful project. But I guess there's two things I want to say. First of all, that if I don't really have the faith that I need, then this film won't get done. And I'm finding that my issues with God are really, you could say, getting in the way of this process. And the other thing that was thinking of just escapes me. Maybe it'll come back to me. I have to get ready for work, so I can't spend too much time trying to make an eloquent video here. So, yeah, I'll just end it there. There's always more to say, and I guess I just wanted to share that. Oh yeah, I did. Maybe I remembered it. So, like, at the end of the day, I might not make this film, and it may be because I don't want to. A lot of times I talk about how I want to make a film. People ask me all the time, why did you come to Chicago, Theo? Why are you here? And I say, well, because I want to make a film. That's the truthful answer, so I feel that they deserve the truth. And so, I say that. And whenever I say that, I feel a lot of mixed emotions, a lot of inner confusion inside of myself. And I ask myself, how much do I really want to do this? Is this, I mean, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I know how I sound. I know that it sounds incredible and, kind of delusional, really. And maybe it's a little megalomaniacal of me to think that I can make a film and, bring a team together. Is it all about me? Do I just want to do this because I want to be in charge of something? I mean, God knows the answer to that question. And that would be another thing that I would like to find out as I develop my relationship with God. And at the end of the day, this may not be what I want to do. Sometimes I love the idea of farming. I mean, I haven't really done much farming in my life, but, I love food. And I think that's like definitely something that you can do that is good, that it's hard to say that that's wrong, to grow plants for food. So that's something that I often think about in such a way to say that, I could always do that. I mean, why not? So maybe I want to farm. Maybe I want to write music. Maybe I want to just be involved in transportation for the rest of my life. I mean, transportation itself isn't horrible. I also like the idea of counseling. I also like the idea of talking to people. I like the idea of being some kind of pastor. Not to say that I would run a church, but, my interest and investigation into, the truth of the universe, what is truth? Where is it? What is it? That's redundant. I said that twice. It's a self-criticism that I have, but yeah, what is it? I want to know what's going on here. Why are we here? Is happiness possible? Um, it's funny how I was about to close out the video and then I remembered the exact thing I wanted to say. Isn't that interesting? You come to the precipice and then you turn back, realizing there's more you wanted to do. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I might not make this film. That may not be what I do, and that's fine as long as I can work through my shame, about telling people that I wanted to do this, about, you know, spending my time in this direction. And maybe, and I think God can forgive all of that, and God probably doesn't have any bad, you know, any judgment or any negative feelings about anything that I've really done in this direction, trying to find out why I'm here, what I should be doing, what my passion is. But it's me. It's only me that would. So what I'm saying is that if I don't actually do this film or go in this direction finally, then the hardest thing for me is to just admit to myself that I'm scared of maybe my own self-judgment and the shame I might receive from other people. Oh, you spent all your time, looking into this, or believing in yourself and being delusional. I'm hearing a lot of voices in the hallway and I'm a little distracted. And anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. So just wanted to share. And I hope you're doing well and hope this was somehow meaningful to yourself in your experience.